That's got to be at one of the slides.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are chasing more water slides and we are at Bickford Falls. This is in Western Maine, and the GPS coordinates, which I'll put below, brought me right here to Brickett Place. There is a historical spot here, as you can see, but parking's $5 at this one. Not too long of a hike, should be about an hour and a half round trip. The weatherman said it was not supposed to rain till 1. It's 10 a.m. That was clearly a lie, but we'll make the best of it. I didn't bring a rain jacket because I thought I had enough time to get in the woods and out before this started. So gonna get a little wet today, but let's get packed up and head out. Bickford Slides are 3 different slides, upper, middle, and a lower. We're gonna visit all 3. So again, in this book of 500 waterfalls, what I realized is that counts as 3 different waterfalls in terms of the author. So the book says the first quarter mile is a little steep, but then it shouldn't be too bad. Let's check it out. Kind of dark in the woods right now with this rain being overcast, but not too many cars in the parking lot, which is nice. There was only 3 cars there. And this trail goes to a bunch of different places. So hopefully we'll be out here by ourselves. It's a little steep, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Right on cue, quarter mile in, flatten right out. One thing about it raining this hard is typically I would use the sound of water to tell me if I was getting close, but I can't tell without this rain falling through the trees. About half mile in, just a welcome sign. Whew, now it is raining. Whew. Let's see what this sign says. Not 100% sure which way to go. I thought there'd be signs. Blueberry Mountain, Speckled Mountain, and Speckled Mountain. I didn't bring the book because it's raining. I didn't want to get it wet. I think we're gonna keep going up towards Speckled Mountain. See what that does. The book basically said it was 1.3 miles before you came to the turn, and we're only 0.62 in, so I'm gonna keep going straight. I don't know if that's a mistake. If this is the right way, going towards Speckled Mountain, it does get steep again. There's a tiny little waterfall. The ravine's definitely down there, because I've crossed 3 or 4 of these streams, all emptying down. Still got a ways to go before that 1.3 mile mark that was in the book. So keep going, we'll find it. Coming up to another sign, just about a mile in. All right, we chose the right way. Bickford Slides Trail. That's what we're after. So we are gonna go this way. So yeah, if like me, you don't bring the book, when you get to that first intersection, head towards Speckled Mountain, and then there'll be this sign just over a mile in for the slides. This trail to the slides is definitely way less used. So if it's wet like this, you wanna take your time because it's all slippery leaves and rocks. I grew up not too far from here, maybe 45 minutes. I'd never heard of this. We are in the White National Forest, and that drive up 113 if you're coming from Bethel, absolutely gorgeous. I would bring a fly rod if you're a fisherman. Lots of great looking fishing holes through there. All right, I can hear running water. So I'm pretty sure this is the trail to the lower ones that they said is very slippery. So we'll work our way down there slowly. Not sure how much camera I'll get on that. And then this goes to the uppers. Oh yeah, look at that. Actually, I think what we'll do is just look at this lower one from here, and then depending on how I feel after, if I don't fall, we'll come back and go down to check it out. But pretty cool, even from here. But yeah, let's go check out the middle and upper first, and then we'll come back to the lower. So the trail kind of stops here, but there's a rock formation for him, and it looks like we can cross. So I'm gonna cross, maybe hike over there. One bad thing about hiking in the rain, it's nice, it keeps you cool, breaks the humidity, but all my bug spray's washed off, so I'm getting eaten alive. Absolutely beautiful spot here though. You know, now that I'm remembering it, because I read it this morning before I got in the car, it did say something about following a yellow blaze trail. So maybe this is the trail up to the next two that we'll follow. That first slide you come to is absolutely gorgeous. For now, kind of focus. This trail's pretty steep and gnarly. Yeah, if you're gonna be an idiot like me, do this when everything's wet, just be very careful. Everything's very slippery, just take your time. So what's interesting is that this appears to be taking me back down. I'm wondering if I came up the wrong way, and this is actually the upper. Not sure. Coming up here when it's slippery is not a great idea. I'm 43, I've been hiking a long time, I spent a lot of time in the woods, and even I'm pretty nervous. This trail's all wet, and that is a sheer fall. So use your own precautions. Man, I know the camera's not gonna get it, but this slide here is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, so I think I actually came up a different way than what the book recommended. I think that is the top slide there. And this is the trail it told me to take up to that slide. That's all right. It does look like you could take some of these trails over to the bottom of that, but like I said, everything's very slippery. I'm out here by myself and there's no cell phone reception, so I'm gonna uncharacteristically play it safe. I mean, look at how slippery this is. Coming up to the middle slide, if I don't slide down on my ass. Jesus. Or I think this is the middle slide. I actually have no idea. There wasn't a lot of information online about these, but it's definitely a steep little gully. Oh yeah. Well, I don't really want to stand out on that. Let's see if I can get a different shot. There's what I think is the middle one. And I can hear more down here. Yeah, if you're watching, I apologize for not knowing which slide is which slide. In the book, it does have GPS coordinates. You could set those, but this whole area is just a big flume. So I don't know what the official ones are. And I am hiking out a different way, apparently, than the way I came in, which isn't great since I was lost in the first place. But I have my Garmin watch here, if you could see that. That's got a topo map on it. It tells me I'm pointed in the right direction of the car, so that gives me a slightly better feeling. Let's go down this way, see what we see. The temperature just dropped like 10 degrees in this cavern. Oh, nice. Could be a thumbnail. All right, and I also hear another falls over this way, so we'll go check that out. It's like being back on a boat. It's always one hand for yourself and one hand for the trail. Oh yeah, have a little waterfall right there. Pretty cool. Great swimming hole right there. Yeah, this is really cool. Even if I have to hike up and go back the way I came, This is so cool.
Ooh, that's gotta be at one of the slides.
Yeah, let's get a better shot of that. I'm gonna put the camera away for a second. I'm not 100% sure how
To get down there.
Yeah, be back in a second. This whole thing is covered with these leaves. You can't see where the holes are or any of the roots. Not the safest thing to be doing right after it rained, but I'm here.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. That big frog? I stepped on you, buddy.
Bickford Slides, absolutely worth the hike. Would not come by myself again.
Ooh, look at this.
I'm pretty confident this is the lower slide, and I think the directions from the book have you come in from up there and come down this very steep path, because it mentioned a very steep path to get down to the lower falls.
I could cross here and go back up there, and indeed my watch
Says that my car is right over there, so that must be the original trail, but that's too steep for me to do this wet and alone, so I'm gonna go back the way I came.
Look, just look at this.
Actually, there's no sense in making you watch me hike back up, and I want to put this camera in my bag,
So when I hike back up that,
I'm as safe as possible. So I'll leave you here. Thanks for watching. This hike is definitely worth it. I would plan a little bit better than I did. I wouldn't come by myself, and I wouldn't come after it rains because it's very, very slippery out. But I mean, look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely worth the hike. I'm just over like a mile and a half in, so this is fantastic. If you want to see where this whole waterfall adventure started, you can click here. Otherwise, I'll see you next time.